And good Wednesday evening, everybody. I'm Steve Shamraz. Welcome to the Now Milwaukee, where we know that technology is constantly changing, making our lives easier. Things like driving might not even be our responsibility someday, but people not so sure that's a good idea. Casey Geraldo has been checking this story out today. You're here to explain what people don't like the idea of the self-driving car.
It's a nice idea in some ways, but Tom Still at the Wisconsin Technology Council says Wisconsin is in a position to take the lead in researching and developing this self-driving technology. But AAA found around 75% of Americans are actually afraid of self-driving cars. While I'm told those are still years away, I talked with some people today who say they're even skeptical of having some automated features. You're rumbling down the road at 40 miles an hour. A car pulls out in front of you. Today, you'd slam on the brake, but someday your car could do it for you.
I think it's dangerous. I'm an engineer, and I just know that technology sometimes fails.
It turns out many Americans feel the way Loomis does.
Concern about whether it would be safe to completely turn over control of the vehicle.
AAA Wisconsin reports 84% of drivers trust their driving skills more than technology.
I would like to just think for myself and be accountable for my own actions.
While they say autonomous features aren't the worst idea,
in some ways it could be good, like parking.
If you're driving around, you've got caution lights, sensors that help to guide you or warn you. That's terrific.
Loomis points to the self-piloting Google car, which recently caused an accident, as a reason not to have self-driving cars on the road.
You've got a car that was trying to drive by itself, and it failed. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Whereas if somebody was driving and maybe it would have indicated, it would have beeped and said there's a bus coming, that would have been a perfect use of technology.
AAA says that's just the conversation moving forward.
There's going to be a lot of discussion moving forward is, what are, some of the trade-offs on these technology.
My biggest concern is that people will actually become less attentive because they will assume that the car will do for them and think for them.
Brousseau told me she wouldn't buy a car with the autonomous features, but AAA's research found almost 2/3 of American drivers do want either automatic emergency brakes, adaptive cruise control, self-parking, or lane keeping help.
I kind of understand what they're talking about. I get a little paranoid when I kick the cruise control in on a long drive. And I want to ride that brake if I feel I'm closing in on too fast. So I get it. Someday.
Makes sense.
We'll figure it out. Casey, thanks.